Right then guys, just a few little changes that's going to happen to the channel pretty soon. I've touched on it very briefly in the past. It's just a matter of whether I can get the recording issues sorted. But as well as the moto vlogs which I produce, with time restraints, being a father and all, I don't get to go out on the bike as much as I'd like to, but which does mean that there is one other thing that I can do a little bit more, and that's obviously when Oliver's asleep I get to play games on the PC, Xbox, etc. Well, on the Xbox when the missus isn't watching something on the telly. In my spare time, with as little as that I have, I do get to play games on my PC. I've always wanted to record gameplay, and it's something I'm very much interested in doing. Now there's probably a lot of you out there that probably aren't interested in games or watching people play games and, you know, just be idiots whilst playing games, and that's fine. I don't expect you all to be. If we were all the same, it would be a very, very boring world. Oh, if you're just going to dawdle down here, we need to pick up speed, mate. We're about to join a fucking dual carriageway with national speed limits. But anyway, in terms of the games, there's a few games I play quite a lot, and I do play with a few other people. One in particular that I play a lot of games with is Mr. Suzie. I'm sure you all know him. If you don't, there's a link to his YouTube channel. He is a moto vlogger like myself, so go and check him out. You might find him a little difficult to understand because he's from the Black Country over in Birmingham. It's the other side of Birmingham from Leicester, and in my opinion, my favourite accent in the whole wide world, because, you know, I just love Yam Yams, as they're called, and it's quite funny. He does some really weird things on games, and you're just kind of left questioning, why did you do that? Did you think before you did that, or were you acting on impulse? And it just makes gameplay that little bit more interesting. In some cases, I think he actually tries to work against me, which I'm sure any of you that are interested in games or seeing me get annoyed would love to watch. It just does make it that little bit more interesting. So there's Mr. Suzie, he will be playing games with me. There's a few others that might pop in from time to time. But more on that whenever, or, you know, if that ever happens. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But the kind of games that we like to play now, on the Xbox I've got loads of games I would love to record, but I've got no way of recording Xbox. Not as of yet anyway, you know. Do I plan on doing it in the future? Yes, if this becomes as successful as I hope it to be. If not, I don't see it as a worthwhile cause. You know, I might do a few, like back in the day when everyone started watching gaming YouTubers and places like that, they used to do montages, because the whole recording and technology and stuff, it just wasn't up to scratch at that point. They'd just record a load of clips, cut them out, stick them together, boom, put a bit of music over the top, and that's about it. In fact, I actually have made a couple myself back in when I used to play Modern Warfare. So I do have a couple of COD clips, which is what a lot of famous YouTubers used to do before they got big and famous and all the rest of it. She's there happily singing to herself with the radio. And the games we kind of play, there's Ark, Survival Evolved, which is essentially a survival game where you start stranded on a beach somewhere and you've got literally just you're literally just practically naked, and you just got your wits about you to just try and survive. Now, it's not so much players that we're bothered about, like other players that are likely to kill us. It's the other inhabitants, and those being the dinosaurs, which is what I think Ark is. It just makes it brilliant to play. And you know, Mr. Suzie and myself, we love playing this game. It's absolutely amazing. We have literally hours and hours and hours of gameplay on this, and I actually host my own server as well. So all the little, because I want to make a series out of it, like do little like 5, 10, 15 minute videos, episodes of Ark, and see how it goes. We also play World of Tanks. And even though I've not played it yet, I've only seen bits and pieces. We might well play World of Battleships as well, or something like that. So that's another game we can record. I also record, or have done in the past, and that's Rocket League, which I'd love to do more of because it's such a brilliant game. There's a guy that I work with that I play that with. Although we've only played it a couple of times since I got it for him as a Secret Santa. Not something very secret when you're buying it on Steam. He knows exactly where it's come from. So there's those games. I'm sure there's a few others that I can play. You know, I could probably do some single player on a few little games here and there, which I don't need to play multiplayer with and include others. So that's all looking, you know, I'll look forward to doing some of that. But yeah, that's what we've got to look forward to. All I've got to do is just sort my settings out on my recording software on my PC before I can start recording gameplay. And as soon as I can, I'm sure I will start bringing out the whole gaming as well. As for face cam, I don't know if I'll do that. I won't at first, but if there's a call for it, I probably will, as I've got the GoPro. But I'm going to leave it there. So please like, subscribe, comment down below what games you'd like me to play, bearing in mind it is PC, and we'll see what we can do. And I will speak to you very soon. I'll see you later, guys. Ta-da! This video's done a bit mismatched because I didn't get a chance to do an outro on my way to or from London because of the massive load of traffic that I had to deal with, especially on the way back. The M1 pretty much from Luton, well before Luton in fact, all the way up pretty much to the East Midlands, Leicester. It was just literally chock-a-block. There was a couple of accidents on the M1 which was slowing everything down. There was somebody who'd fucking just stopped in the fast lane. They broke down and just stopped in the fast lane. What the fuck they were doing there, Christ knows. Because when you break down, you bring yourself to a stop on the hard shoulder, but evidently they didn't want to. They just wanted to stop where they were, which is very dangerous, and I'm very surprised they didn't have an accident themselves. So yeah guys, let me know what games you want me to play. And to all you haters, fuck you.